According to James 360, the Chilean government has given green light to procurement of a dozen second-hand Coyote 8x8 armored vehicles for the Navy's Marine Corps. A derivative of the Swiss Mowab Brana, one of the most successful Western wear-mounted vehicles of the last 3 decades. The Coyote was, in fact, a licensed version of the Brana 2 by General Dynamics Land Systems Canada, developed to fulfill Canadian requirements. Coyote is a fast, 14.4-ton armed vehicle aimed for reconnaissance of territory where opposition is expected. It was to replace the Canadian family of armored vehicle general purpose comprising the Grizzly, Cougar, and Husky from the late 1970s. In service in 1996, the Coyote is a later generation of the LAV 25 and is of the same family and similar generation as the Bison APC and the Australian ASLAV. Designed to operate in the world's hotspots, the Coyote armored vehicle is armed and armored to fulfill difficult missions. Of similar hull shape to the Bison or LAV 2, it is fully amphibious, NBC protected, have automatic fire extinguishers, as well as central heating and cold weather equipment, starters, etc. The ballistic steel hull protects against small arms fire, mines, and high explosive airbursts. The hull is protected much like the LAV 2 by an armor ranging presumably from 8 to 13 mm, but with add-on armor panels that claim some protection against heavier rounds. The driver has a single-piece hatch cover that opens to the left and 3 and 7-day periscopes, the center one of which can be replaced by a thermal vision device. The driver's periscopes have 2 levels of laser protection and are upgradable to 3 levels of protection. There is a hull escape hatch in the left side of the vehicle. The Delco Defense Systems Operations LAV 25 turret, upgraded to full electric drive, is in the center of the hull, with the commander seated on the right and the gunner on the left, with both having a single-piece hatch cover that opens to the rear. The commander has a total of 7-day periscopes with 2 levels of laser protection, which are upgradable to 3 layers of protection. The gunner has a side observation periscope in the left side of the turret roof with 2 levels of laser protection, which is upgradable to 3 levels of protection. In the forward part of the roof, the gunner has a DIM-36 target acquisition sight, higher thermal sight width through the side laser range finder. Propulsion consists in a proven 275 horsepower Detroit TSR 6V53T with an Allison MT653 transmission, developing 400 horsepower. Top speed is 120 km per hour for an operational range of 660 km. Agility is held by a turning radius of 15.5 meters and the ability to cross a trench 2 meters wide, climb a 60% gradient, or run on a 30% side slope. Main armament comprises a fully stabilized the Boeing Company 25mm M242 chain gun with a 7.62mm C6 machine gun, being mounted coaxial to the right and provisioned for a roof-mounted 7.62mm C6 machine gun. The turret is equipped with a laser range finder, but no ballistic computer. Elevation and lead corrections are applied manually by the gunner using multi-stadia reticules in the day, thermal, and image intensification sights. The turret is also equipped with grenade dischargers that can be loaded with smoke and fragmentation grenades. Coyotes come in 3 variants: command, mast, and remote. The mast and remote variants have a sophisticated suite of electronic surveillance equipment, including radar, video and infrared surveillance night vision devices. The mast variant has this equipment mounted on a 10 meters telescoping mast that can be extended to raise the surveillance suite out from behind cover. The remote variant of the Coyote has its surveillance suite mounted on two short tripods, which crew can deploy remotely using a 200 meters spool of cable. When the first purchased, the Coyote was designated for service with both the regular force and reserve force, with the mast variants earmarked for the regular units and the remotes designated for the reserves. Shortly after taking delivery of the vehicles, but before they were assigned to the reserve units, all Coyotes were reassigned to the regular force. Since the introduction of Coyote to the Canadian Armed Forces, the vehicle has served national interests domestically and abroad. The Coyote served during the United Nations missions in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Macedonia, Kosovo, and in Afghanistan. Domestically, it has been deployed during Operation Grizzly to Kananaskis to secure the 28GS Summit, the 36GS Summit, and the G20 Toronto Summit, in addition to a number of domestic emergency response incidents. The Coyote is currently being retired and is being replaced by a mix of TAPV and LAV-6 armored vehicles. My video of Coyote Armored Reconnaissance Vehicle ends here. Thank you for watching. If you find this video interesting, please give me your thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to support the channel. Goodbye and see you again.